Q1043, New York's only classic rock station. Marc Coppola here. I have in the studio with me. He's about to do Rockline, but we snagged him because we're going to play another track from his new album. But John Paul Jones.
Hi, Marc.
How you doing? And
good.
I was telling him a story about years ago. I worked on a film called Apocalypse Now in the 70s. I was about 18 or so, maybe 17. And there was a guy came to the Philippines, looked just like you, said he was you, was all over TV there, was staying at people's houses.
Right. He ran up a bill at the Hilton, didn't he? He was there forever, wasn't he? Only an imposter can do that sort of thing. I couldn't do that. They want my credit card. They want my driver's license.
It's just a funny story because he did look like you.
Yeah. And he's been about. I believe he's still around somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I think what I was telling you when the record was on was that he called me 3 or 4 years later and said he was Bob Ezrin. No, it's the same voice though. Right. But how you doing? You've been doing a lot of stuff, but this new album, The Thunder Thief, is just great.
Thank you very much.
And they'll have a chance to talk to you in Rockline at 800-344-ROCK.
Well, I mean, this is a continuation from Zuma.
Yeah.
And the whole idea for both albums was really to give myself material to play live on stage. And I mean, that's what it's all about for me now. It's just to get out on the road and just play this stuff and then make another album. I'm on a roll now.
Yeah.
I've spent 40 years working on everybody else's record.
Well, you're a master now. I mean, at 40 years, you play every instrument.
You got to have earned something by...
You play every instrument. One of my favorite things you did with Led Zeppelin was, and they did the video version on Song Remains the Same, was no quarter.
All right.
The keyboard work on that and all that stuff you were doing.
Yeah, well, I was a keyboard player first, I think, before... I was a church organist at first. That's how I bought my first bass guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like...
Play it for the church.
Yeah, the $75 a year that I got, went on the down payment or something like that.
It says here you do everything just about in this album. You have some guests, like Robert Fripp.
Pretty much Robert Fripp, my label boss, The people that I take on the road with me, Nick Beggs, who was with Kajagoogoo, if you remember, and Toe Bryant, who's played with Pete Murphy and stuff. They're on the record. Adam Bomb from Get Animal.
Right. Yeah. Well, you got some great tracks in this called The Thunder Thief. John Paul Jones with us in the studio here. He'll be on Rockline in just a bit. This is one I picked from it, Ice Fishing at Night.
Oh, right.
Is that something you do?
Ice fish? No. It was a lyric I chose from another writer, Peter Blegvad, who also did the artwork. Actually, and he was with the Golden Palominos. And halfway through what was going to be an instrumental album, I decided I was going to sing, as you do. And so I got some lyrics from him, The Thunder Thief and Ice Fishing at Night. And then I wrote 2 more lyrics myself, which was Angry, Angry,
right,
and the little Freedom song at the end. So I'm a singer.
So now you're starting to
and a songwriter.
Because I heard a lot of your instrumental
So my
stuff.
Imposter's got a lot to do to keep up, I tell you.
Well, you did play a little guitar. You still have that 3-neck guitar?
Yes, except that Down to the River to Pray is a new instrument, which is a 3-neck mandolin.
Oh, really?
Okay, it's like a little mandolin, octave mandola, and a bass mandolin at the bottom. And I ran that through a computer system and do it live. That's a live take on that album.
Well, I'd like to buy your 3-neck guitar. I'm a guitar collector. Well, let's check out this track here, Ice Fishing at Night, John Paul Jones, on Q1043.